Hello, we are flying over the Saudi Arabian desert. We are going to land at a town called, oops, I just forgot the name.
Charlie India, Charlie Alpha 06, 6 miles from C08, turn left, heading 130, maintain 4,300 feet until established, cleared, ILS Yankee runway 08.
Turn left heading 130, maintain 4,300 feet until established, clear ILS Yankee runway 08, CIC 06. Sharurah, that's the name of the town. It's a town close to the border with Yemen, and that's pretty much the only information I could find about it. It's probably not very noteworthy, but it does have an airport, and the airport does have an ILS. So yeah, that's what we are going to do, land over here. This has been a long flight, more than 3 hours. I usually don't like flying this long. It's been almost 500 miles, but there was really no option. If I wanted to see the desert and to cross the desert, that's what I had to do. Now we're going to align with the ILS while we keep on descending, although it hasn't picked up the ILS frequency yet, which is strange. But still, given that we don't really use the ILS for much, we should be okay. So 4,300, let's keep on aligning ourselves. Come on, we can descend a little faster. Can we see the runway yet? Probably over here. So that's 4,300. Let's stop descending and talk to ATC. Jeddah radar CIC 06 established on final.
Charlie India, Charlie Alpha 06, affirmative.
I don't think there's a tower in this airport, which is also weird. And yeah, there doesn't seem to be a frequency. What is the frequency? It says frequency is unavailable, but there is an ILS. So I don't know if this data is just missing from the database. Not sure if it's Navigraph or Flight Simulator itself, but yeah, that's... Anyway, we should just have to fly straight. We are at 7 miles from our destination, from the final fix, I mean, and then we'll descend. So I'll hold up a little bit before deploying the gear. But yes, as you can see, we are in the middle of the desert, and there is really nothing else to see. This is not even the place with the oil fields, which is northern, closer to Qatar and Bahrain, that northeastern part of the desert. We are in the southwest, as I said, closer to Yemen, so we shouldn't expect to see much development in this area at all, other than maybe, I mean, the town, the airport, probably refugees from the war in Yemen, and that is it. I don't know what ATC is going to say. As you see, we are tuned in the frequency that is supposedly the localizer. This is actually a recent chart, so I don't know if the game just hasn't been updated yet. All of the changes are just the circle to land, so oh well, I guess we'll just treat this as a VOR landing, or a visual really. The altitude.
Charlie India, Charlie Alpha 06. No tower services available at Sharurah Airport. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, CIC 06. So yeah, we are on our own, so let's get ready then. Landing gear, first of all, I've already done the fuel pump and landing lights. Landing gear is fine. Speed dropping down, and we can have flaps, then full prop, full mixture. And once we hit, so yeah, the town is actually not that small for, you know, being in the middle of nowhere really.
Hello, Moto.
Sorry, phone call. Let's trim up. We don't want to be interrupted. I mean, this has been a 3 hours and 15, and I don't want to have to pause it just as we are about to land. Okay. Autopilot off. We can start descending. Reduce power. There might be a little crosswind. The descent is going fine. We are 5 miles from the airport. Second stage of flaps. Trim up to reduce speed and reduce power a bit more. And this is one of those places that makes you wonder, you know, who live here? How is their life? What do they do? It's so hard to picture it really. This is one of the things I enjoy the most about doing those flights, you know, going to these places that you ordinarily would have no reason to hear about. And apologies, there seems to be some housework happening in the apartment above mine. So yeah, today is the flight with weird sounds. We are still descending at a nice rate, I think. There are peppy lights, I guess. Also some power lines over here, so just need to be slightly careful. We should be about 1,000 feet from the ground. Trim is fine. Could power a bit more, align. Just
Hello, Moto.
keep the plane at the right direction. You can get the final stage of flaps. We are all flaps. Some people apparently prefer to land with only 2 notches of flaps, but it is weird that there is a fully, or at least almost fully functioning airport here. Maybe for strategic reasons, I suppose. I don't know if this is also a military airbase. You can see the shadows are long. The sun is behind us and it's almost sunset time. Yeah, there are peppy lights and we are going low, so that's... This is a default airport. You can see our shadow really, to see how long the shadows are. Here is our shadow. And since there is no tower, we won't get any taxi instructions either, so I'll just do whatever I want. Or find the guys who are usually waiting for me at some point. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Seems very little wind. It's nice with the shadow though. We are almost at the threshold. Cut the power a bit more. Flare and do the usual floating. Hold it steady. And touchdown. Nice and calm. Okay, so no tower. I'll just exit left here. And here we are at Sharurah, Saudi Arabia. After a very long flight. Next time though, we are probably going to head northeast towards Riyadh, so it should be a bit more attractive visually, but still, that's part of the world tour. Thank you for watching.